Hi, my name is Jacquelyn Nelson. I will be presenting a therapeutic activity approach named Colorful Semantics. What is colorful semantics? Colorful semantics is a language intervention strategy designed to support children in developing sentence structure, comprehension, and expressive language. Originally, it was developed by one of our own speech language pathologists, Allison Bryan. This approach breaks down sentences into individual components and assigns each one a color-coded visual cue. These cues help learners to understand and construct grammatically correct sentences while improving both oral and written communication. The approach focuses on who, what doing, what, where, and when elements of a sentence. With each part, it's usually marked by a distinct color, which I will show you. For example, subjects who might be orange, while the verbs what doing are typically yellow. This system encourages learners to construct full sentences by visually organizing their thoughts before verbalizing or writing them. So, again, colorful semantics reassembles sentences by cutting them up into their thematic roles and then color codes them accordingly. So, materials that we'll need for this activity are color coded sentence strips. They're often used as a visual aid for sentence construction. Two, picture cards. Pictures can be used to promote and guide children in creating sentences and word cards. The words related to different parts of the sentence, such as nouns, verbs, and prepositions, are color coded. So, again, the approach has four key color coded strategies. Once a child has mastered the first four strategies, additional levels are gradually introduced to include adverbs, adjectives, conjunctions, and negatives as appropriate. Intervention can be one on one, or it can be in small groups, or it can be rolled out as a whole class approach in certain situations. So, there are four basic levels to this activity. It is who, what doing, what, and where, broken down also into orange, yellow, green, and blue categories. So we'll introduce first who, which is orange. We'll show them a variety of picture clips, and we'll also show them the sentence strip that it should be applied to. Again, this may be family, school, or topic related, whatever that's appropriate for the client's level. We'll show them the picture and we'll ask them, who can you see? From there, they'll make a choice and they'll superimpose that clip over onto the sentence strip. Next, we'll move into the next category or the next level, level two, the what doing. Again, we're going to be introducing verbs. So we'll show them a variety of picture clips. Depending on the sentence strip, we'll have them make a choice about what they're doing in the picture. Once they make a choice, depending on if they're correct or if they need a little bit of assistance in modeling, we would do that as well. We would also move to level three, the what. Um, what do they have? What are they holding? What are they drinking? Again, it just depends on the child's level and what the sentence strip is demonstrating. For instance, the girl is riding a bike. So we'll have them select who from the orange, what we'll have them is riding or riding, and for green, what we'll have them select bike, or we would prefer for them to make their own selection. Not too much modeling unless they absolutely need it. We want them to make those associations. Lastly, we have level 4. We're introducing where as appropriate, depending on the child's mingling of utterance and their capabilities. So we can ask, where is she riding the bike? Is she going to school? Is she going to church? Is she going to grandma's house? It just depends on the appropriateness of the level. So those are the 4 levels of colorful semantics. Program objectives. So, developing sentence structure. Colorful semantics helps children learn the different parts of a sentence. For example, who, what, when, where, and doing what, and how they fit together in a meaningful order. By breaking down sentences into their components, the program makes it easier for children to understand the meaning of individual words and their role in sentences. So we don't want to begin having the children practice rote memorization because we want them to understand the meaning of particular words and how they can be used in different contexts. It enhances expressive language. The program encourages children to use different sentence structures and expand their vocabulary. This leads to more fluent and accurate communication. It supports literacy skills. Colorful semantics can be used to develop oral language skills, which are a foundation for literacy. So, just to kind of recap, we want to encourage wider vocabulary. We want to make sentences longer. We want to also help the children answer and generate questions. We want to develop the use of nouns, verbs, and prepositions and adjectives as age appropriate and skill appropriate. We want to improve sequencing and storytelling skills. Order for this activity to be successful, we do need participants. We will definitely have our clinician, we will have our child, and preferably we'll have the caregiver. We want these skills to cross over into everyday life, so we would like to teach the caregiver how to implement these skills in different settings, home, out in the community, in different social settings. So participants are very important. What are the benefits of colorful semantics? One, it improves sentence structure. It helps children understand and use correct sentence structure. Again, it enhances vocabulary. It expands children's vocabulary by categorizing words. It supports their writing skills. It aids in developing written language skills. It promotes independence. It encourages children to form sentences independently without much modeling or guidance. It engages learners. It uses a visual and interactive approach to keep children engaged. Again, in order for this activity or this therapy approach to be effective, we need to have consistency in the way we execute it. So, one, again, providing consistency. Use the same colors to avoid confusion. Collaborate. Work with caregivers and the multidisciplinary teams, teachers, daycare workers, babysitters, and this will allow for everyone to align the goals, the therapeutic goals. Practice differentiation. Again, we don't want to get into rote memorization of these sentences and the sentence structures. We don't want to do the same ones over and over. So we'll adapt the activities to meet the individual needs of the student. Maybe there's something particular that we would like to work on, or it could be something that's new. Use positive enforcement. We don't want to make the activity stressful or create anxiety around the activity, thinking, oh, if I might mess up, someone may be disappointed in me or I'll ruin the activity. We don't want to encourage that. We want to praise students for their efforts and correct sentence formation. A few don'ts. We don't want to use confusing sentence structures. We don't want to kind of ramble on about the sentence structure. We don't want to implement auxiliary verbs before they're ready, conjunctions, things like that. Again, depending on the age level, we want to keep it as simple as possible. We want to kind of go take the sentence structure through levels. We want to build on these skills. Again, using overly complex or confusing sentence structures, they might overwhelm the child. Again, don't practice rote memorization. Avoid relying solely on rote memorization of sentence patterns. This can hinder understanding. Ignore individual needs. Don't ignore what that particular child needs. It's not a one size fit all. It does have a standard structure, but again, modifying the cards, the nouns, the verbs in order to fill out what that particular child needs. Again, just focusing on what their abilities are. Start somewhere and then we can work on the rest later. Don't introduce premature introduction of advanced concepts. When you're working with smaller clients, you don't want to build sentence structures that's outside of their schema. They won't understand, and it won't help them with that word association and how it's used in different contexts. You kind of have to stay on their level. Don't rush into advanced concepts, as I stated, or stages of colorful semantics before the child is ready. So for this portion of the therapy session showing colorful semantics, I'm going to utilize my assistant, Mr. Teddy. He's going to show us how to use a particular program tailor-made for talking. It's an interactive no print PDF. And what we'll do is we will formulate sentence structures, and this will be the appropriate way to use this tool. So what we'll do is we'll begin tab here. It'll give us some extra instructions on how to get back to the home page. What we'll do is we'll begin with a sentence builder game, and I will have my assistant, Mr. Teddy, use his finger, and he will select. What will you select here? Okay, and what we'll do is we'll read the question. The question is,
Who is it?
who is it? Is it a boy, girl, elephant, or pig? Mr. Teddy says it's a boy. And we love the program because it gives feedback. It gives you a wonderful response. That's right. And if they're right, they can go and proceed to the next step. So Mr. Teddy will select next. And then he'll read the next portion of our colorful semantics chart. And it states,
What is he doing?
what is the boy doing? And he will read all of the options. Mr. Teddy, read all of the options for us.
Blowing, eating, painting, drinking.
Okay, now answer the question. What is he doing? Painting. Well done. All right, Mr. Teddy, you can move to the next step. All right, next part. We're answering what? Mr. Teddy, read the question.
What is he painting?
What are our options?
Flower, sun, ball, apple.
Mr. Teddy, make a choice. Fantastic. So we will move to the next, and depending on the child's age, if we need to shorten the meanly utterance to accommodate for where their skills are, we can do that. But if they're old enough for us to proceed and expand those sentences, we can always move on to next. My Teddy is a little bit older, so we'll move to next so I can give you a better demonstration of how far we can expand those sentence structures. Okay, Mr. Teddy, press next.
I'm happy.
All right, we'll say it again. Let's try to read the whole sentence, Mr. Teddy.
The boy is painting the sun.
Is he painting the sun? Is that true?
Yes,
Yes, he's painting the sun. Okay, Mr. Teddy, press next. Let's see what happens. Let's do one more. And this time, Mr. Teddy is having a little trouble. So this time when I ask Mr. Teddy who it is, he may need a little help. Read the question for me, Mr. Teddy.
who is it?
Oh, is it a
Penguin, boy, alligator, girl.
hmm? Mr. Teddy is going to choose penguin this time. That's not right. The program gives us wonderful response and it lets us know, oops, that's
That's
not
not
who
who
it
it is.
is. Good job participating, Mr. Teddy. What we can do is we can press the button, try again. All right, Mr. Teddy, try again. Who is it? That's right. I'll press next and I'll do the next question. What is he doing? I see something riding a scooter. He's holding the scooter. It looks like, um, I don't know. I think he's riding, but I think the wind is blowing him. What do you think, Mr. Teddy? Oh, that's not right either. Ah, okay, I'll let you try this time. What is he doing? Well done. Good job. Thank you for helping me.
Welcome.
What is he riding, Mr. Teddy? What are our options? Let's
Shopping.
see, a shopping cart,
Bike,
a horse,
horse,
a bike, a scooter.
scooter.
I think he's riding a shopping cart. That can't be right. Let's try again. I'll do this one and I'll let you do the next one. What is he riding? Of course, he's riding a scooter. I'll press next. And I'm going to say it again for you. The alligator is riding a scooter. So with this, of course, we don't want to talk over our client, our child. We don't want to um, fill in those pauses for our client child. We don't want to just create a lot of anxiousness and confusion in what the task is asking. With this program, I really like it because it doesn't scramble the colors. In the beginning, it lets us stick with orange, yellow, or green whenever we're on that particular part of the sequence. But that's just something that we don't want to do. We don't want to just talk over them, create a lot of confusion, and not let them think through the task. So Mr. Teddy is a really good example of they'll follow your lead, but if you're creating confusion in your lead and you're not giving them a time to make those word associations, it could be problematic. The tool won't be as effective. I have included a few resources. If you're doing teletherapy, these are wonderful. They're interactive PDFs. They're digital. There are cards that you can order from Teacher Pay Teacher. There's also kits that you can order from a plethora of websites. Amazon. A simple Google search will bring up so many resources for things that you can order and have those tangibles for in-person visits and one-on-ones.